We've let this problem go on for so very long through multiple presidential administrations, back when it could have been stopped more easily, that now you have a nuclear-armed state struggling to get the delivery means to deliver those nukes all the way to the continental United States. And nothing we do, whether it's the possibility of talks, whether it's aid, whether it's embargoes, nothing has worked. And the bottom line of that is people don't understand how desperate Kim Jong Un is. North Korea is dirt poor. His vaunted military is not nearly as powerful as the South Korean military is, to say nothing of the U.S. He is struggling to hold this decayed, degenerate regime together, and he sees nukes as his last resort, his blackmail, his threat.
Every time he does one of these launches, I get the same question. You probably get it too, about why we don't shoot them down. But you've sent me some interesting notes on why that's maybe not the best idea.
Well, yeah, there are several reasons we don't shoot them down. One is that you learn the most about their capabilities from the reentry phase, the last phase of the missile when it's coming down. Theirs tend to break apart, and they're also, we find out how inaccurate they are. Also, of course, shooting them down, it would cost us a lot of money to shoot them down, but that's not the big reason. The big reason is we're thinking this through. Now, if it were headed toward Guam or toward a Japanese city, we would try to shoot it down. But if the trajectory is taking it over the ocean, if we tried to shoot it down and our missile didn't hit the target, then it encourages Kim Jong Un to believe that, the Americans can't shoot him down. Well, see, we've had successful missile tests, anti-missile tests. We've had unsuccessful ones. But the cliche is true that this is like trying to hit a bullet with a bullet. It's incredibly complex technology. It is harder than what NASA had to do for the moonshot. So we don't want to encourage Kim, but in a crisis, certainly we'd pull out all the stops, and we'd take out at least some of their missiles. Whether we could take them all out at this point, we don't know, but we're working on it.
Well, and asked about this situation, senior advisor Kellyanne Conway had this to say about how the president views this.
The president obviously says all options are on the table. I think the president will do what he does, what he's always promised to do all along, which is consult with his larger security team and not broadcast ahead of time what he'll do.
All options on the table, and he's not going to broadcast ahead of time.
Well, I don't want him to broadcast ahead of time. That was a terrible mistake the Obama administration made on almost every issue. But when you say all options are on the table, at some point you may have to be a little more specific, unfortunately, because the North Korean problem, again, has metastasized to the point that it may take nuclear weapons to destroy their nuclear program. They've burrowed so deep underground, dispersed it so widely. So again, there is no good solution, only less bad answers. And if North Korea goes for Guam, we may have to respond militarily.